I'm Alexa Reber.
Matt Reber. And our kids are Wyatt, who's 5, Elliot, who's 3, and Brett, who is about 5 months old.
Wyatt had ependymoma. He was 3.5, so January 2nd of 2023.
He was admitted to the ICU and went into surgery 3 days later, which was extremely successful. It was a
Gross total resection.
gross total resection.
It's what you want.
And from there, after recovery, he had 30 rounds of radiation therapy. Wyatt he's amazing. He is the most thoughtful 5-year-old I've ever met, for sure. He's very selfless. He cares about his family more than anybody does.
Most recent, he told me he wanted to be a detective because detectives have to use their brains, and he's got a really great brain. Our biggest fear would be that his tumor comes back. And we had no way to know that this would impact our family the way it did. I wish we'd been fundraising and fighting for this before Wyatt was even born. The obvious scariness of a recurrence, just the amount of treatment options available it's just so slim. There's a slew of research studies and different things that scientists are working on right now, but none of them are ready yet. Like we are doing what we can to help push that forward. I mean, we keep talking about how rare ependymoma is, but I mean, there's 2 5-year-old Wyatts in Cincinnati that live within 30, 40 minutes of each other with the same rare brain tumor. Like, that just completely blew my mind when they said, oh, there's another Wyatt and he's got ependymoma.
My name is Amanda Thomas.
I'm Jared Thomas.
And then this is, what's your name?
Wyatt.
Can you look at them and say it?
Wyatt.
And what's your name?
Blasted.
Good job. Hey, Wyatt, I have a question for you.
What?
How did you have to be such a superhero last year? What did you have to go and do? What did we have to do? Kick what?
Kiss his butt.
Wyatt was 4 years old when we first found out that he had brain cancer. Wyatt is one of the sweetest, kindest little boys I have ever known. I know a lot of moms would say that, but he's just such an amazing big brother. He's always so kind and helpful, and honestly, just the best role model for his little brother, Braxton. He's also a huge sports fan. His daddy and I are a bit of one too, so he comes by that naturally. When we first heard the doctors tell us that there was a very large tumor inside of his head, shock. I could see the devastation on the ER doctor's face that does not know Wyatt. So I knew that it was bad. I knew that I honestly thought I was never going to take my child out of that hospital again.
You realize real quick, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's going to take a village to get through it.
Pediatric cancer is not rare, and none of it is okay. And the fact that when you're faced with this reality that your child has cancer, and then you hear, well, we really don't have a lot of research about your child's cancer. We're going back to the 1960s and looking at studies from then. It just doesn't give you very much hope that your child is going to be okay. Honestly, I'm ashamed to say that before this really hit our family, I didn't realize how badly funded cancer research is for children, which it's a no-brainer to me that we would want to do the best for our kids first and foremost.
I think if people knew more about the funding, less than 6% of government funding in general for pediatric cancer, I think that could change a lot. We've, been in the community for 2 years. I think everybody, not that people could do better, I think people simply would do better if they knew that.
I've seen so many kids, not just with ependymoma, but DIPG, medulloblastoma, a lot of brain cancers where they are not surviving and they deserve the best, fullest, richest life. By donating, we can make a difference. We can fund new research to give us and our kids hope and promise that we can do things better in the future. And if it doesn't work for Wyatt, I will be devastated, but I will never stop, just like a lot of families that have come before us.
if, the government's not going to fund all of this, it gives me so much hope that the Cure Starts Now is kind of picking up the slack. If his tumor is to come back in 10 years, whatever, I want to know that for those 10 years we've done what we can.